It was 2:07 a.m., one of those dead, quiet nights where the whole neighborhood feels off. No cars passing, no dogs barking, not even the hum of traffic from the highway a few blocks away. Just silence. I was sitting in my living room, half awake, scrolling on my phone. TV was on, volume low. Some random late-night rerun playing in the background. That's when I felt it. You ever get that feeling like someone's watching you? Yeah, that. At first, I brushed it off. Thought maybe I was just tired. But it didn't go away. It got stronger. So I looked up, and that's when I saw him, right there, in the middle of the street, just standing. A guy in a dark hoodie, hood up, hands hanging at his sides, not moving, not pacing, not looking around, just standing there, facing my house, facing me. My stomach dropped instantly. Okay, weird. I muttered under my breath. I checked the time again. 2:08 a.m. Who the hell just stands in the street at 2 in the morning? I leaned forward a bit, squinting through the window. The streetlight above him flickered slightly, casting this uneven glow. And for a split second, I thought I saw his face. Or at least, what should have been his face. But something felt wrong. Too still. Too empty. I laughed nervously. Probably just some dude waiting for a ride or something. Yeah, that's what I told myself. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. I checked again. He hadn't moved. Not even an inch. Same position. Same direction. Still staring. At me. Now my chest felt tight. All right. Nah. This ain't normal. I stood up and slowly walked closer to the window. My heartbeat picked up. Yo, I whispered, like he could hear me. No reaction. Nothing. Then the streetlight flickered again. And this time, I saw it clearer. His head wasn't just facing my house. It was tilted slightly upward, like he was trying to make direct eye contact. With me. A chill ran straight down my spine. I stepped back immediately. Okay. Nope. I'm done. I rushed around the house, turning off every single light. Living room, kitchen, hallway, dark. If he couldn't see me, maybe he'd lose interest. That's what I hoped. I grabbed my phone and quietly made my way to my bedroom upstairs. Each step felt loud, even though I was trying to be silent. I got inside, shut the door halfway, and moved to the window. Slowly, carefully, I pulled the curtain aside just a little and looked out. My heart stopped. He wasn't looking at the living room anymore. He was looking up, directly at my bedroom window. At me. My hands started shaking. How? How does he know? There was no way. I didn't make noise. I turned off the lights. There's no way he could have tracked me that fast. Unless he never lost sight of me. My breathing got heavy. I stepped back, pulling the curtain shut. This dude's messing with me. I tried to think logically. Maybe he saw me move. Maybe there's an angle from outside. Yeah, that had to be it. I forced myself to look again. I pulled the curtain just a bit. He was gone. The street was empty. Completely empty. I blinked. No. I pressed my face closer to the glass, scanning left and right. Nothing. No footsteps. No sound. He just vanished. Then, tap, tap, tap. I froze. The sound didn't come from outside. It came from behind me, from inside my room. Slowly, I turned around. Nothing. Empty room. Closet door closed. Bathroom door open. Silence. I swallowed hard. You're tripping. You're just tired. That's when I heard it again. Tap. Tap. This time, from the window. I spun back and nearly screamed. He was there, standing right outside my bedroom window. Second floor. No ladder. No balcony. Just standing there. His face inches from the glass. And now, I could see it. Or at least, part of it. His skin looked pale. Too pale. And his eyes, they weren't normal. They looked hollow. Like black pits. And then, he smiled. A slow, unnatural smile. Yo, what the hell? I stumbled back, hitting the wall. How did you get up here? He didn't answer. He just kept smiling. Then, knock. 3 slow knocks on the glass. My heart was pounding so loud I could barely hear anything else. I grabbed my phone and tried to call 911. No signal. No service. Are you kidding me right now? I backed away toward the door, and that's when I heard it. Downstairs. The front door. Creak. Opening. My blood ran cold. No. I locked that. I know I locked that. Then came footsteps. Heavy. Slow. Walking inside my house. Yo. Nah. This ain't real. I looked back at the window. He was still there. Still smiling. Still staring. But the footsteps. They were inside. Coming up the stairs. Step. 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 Each one louder than the last. I didn't know what to do. window or door. Either way, I was trapped. The footsteps reached the top of the stairs, then stopped. Right outside my room, the door handle slowly turned. Click. The door creaked open. The hallway light spilled into the dark room, and someone stepped inside. A silhouette. Same hoodie, same posture, dripping, like he was soaked in water. I glanced back at the window. He was still there, still smiling. Then who the hell? My thoughts cut off as the figure inside the room spoke. Low, raspy, almost like a whisper dragged across concrete. I've been watching you. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I saw you from the street. My legs gave out and I dropped to the floor. The figure took a step closer, then another. I followed you upstairs. I shut my eyes tight. Just go away, please. Silence. For a few seconds. Nothing happened. No footsteps. No breathing. Nothing. Slowly, I opened my eyes. The room was empty. The door was closed. No one there. I turned toward the window. Also empty. He was gone. Completely gone. I sat there on the floor, shaking. What just happened? After a minute, I forced myself up. Everything felt normal again. Too normal. I walked slowly toward the mirror on my wall, just to ground myself, to remind myself I was okay. I looked at my reflection, pale, sweaty, terrified, but alive. I exhaled. Then, something moved behind me. In the reflection, my heart dropped. Slowly, I looked closer, and there he was, standing right behind me, closer than before, his face next to my ear, that same smile stretching wider than it should. And then he whispered, right into my ear, "You turned off the lights," but I never stopped looking. It was late, real late. Somewhere around 2:30, I was driving through this dead stretch of highway in Oregon. Rain was coming down hard, the kind that makes your windshield look like static. I hadn't slept in almost 30 hours. My eyes were burning. My hands were shaking. I just needed a place to crash. That's when I saw it. A flickering neon sign. Pinewood Motel. Half the letters were dead. The place looked wrong, but I didn't care. I pulled in. The parking lot was empty. Not a single car. That should have been my first warning. I walked into the office. There was this old guy behind the desk. Didn't even look up at me. Just slid a key across the counter. Room 17. His voice was dry, like he hadn't spoken in years. I grabbed the key and left. No small talk. No questions. Weird, but I was too tired to care. Room 17 was at the far end. The last room. Of course it was. I opened the door. The smell hit me first. Damp, mold, and something else. Something rotten. I stepped inside. The lights flickered on. The bed looked messed up. Sheets wrinkled. Tiny dark spots all over. Then I saw it. Bed bugs. Dozens of them. Maybe hundreds. Crawling slowly. I just stood there, too tired to even react. "Man, you gotta be kidding me," I whispered. For a second I thought about going back, complaining, getting another room. But my body said no. I was done. Completely done. So I made a decision. A stupid one. I grabbed a towel and went into the bathroom. It was small, cold tiles, cracked mirror. I turned on the bathtub. No water. Perfect. I laid inside the empty tub, curled up, knife in my hand. Yeah, I always carry one. Don't ask. Out there on those highways, you learn real quick. At first, I couldn't sleep. Every little sound felt loud. The hum of electricity. The drip of something, somewhere. Then eventually, I passed out, hard. I don't know how long I slept. Could have been an hour. Could have been 5 minutes. But then, crack. My eyes snapped open. Silence. Then again, crack, crass, glass. My heart started pounding. Slow at first, then faster. I held my breath. Listened. There was movement. From the main room, someone was inside. I tightened my grip on the knife. Slowly, carefully. I got out of the tub. My feet barely made a sound. Every step felt heavy, like the air itself was thick. I reached the bathroom door. It was slightly open, just a crack. I pushed it slowly. The room was dark. Only light came from the broken window. Rain blowing inside. Curtains moving. And then I saw him. A man. Halfway through the window. One leg inside. One still outside. Frozen. For a second. Neither of us moved. We just stared at each other. Eyes wide. Both shocked. Both confused. He wasn't expecting me. And honestly, I wasn't expecting him either. My voice came out low. Almost a whisper. "Yo, what the hell are you doing?" He blinked. still stuck halfway. Then he said, "Is this your room?" I just stared at him. "Yeah, this is my room, man." Silence again. Rain hitting the floor. Glass crunching under his hand. We just stood there, looking at each other. Like two idiots, both realizing something at the same time. He thought the room was empty. And I realized something worse. He didn't just randomly pick this room. He Kenny W this place. His face changed, from confusion to annoyance. He shook his head. "Man, you serious right now?" I frowned. "What?" Then he said something I'll never forget. "You left the window unlocked and didn't expect nobody to come in?" I just stood there, trying to process that. Like, was he blaming me for him breaking in? He started backing out, slowly, still looking at me, still kind of pissed. "People like you make it easy," he muttered. Then he disappeared. Gone, just like that. I ran to the window, looked outside. Nothing. No footsteps. No car. Just darkness and rain. I slammed the window shut, locked it, then checked the door. Locked. Double locked. I didn't sleep after that, not even for a second. I sat in the corner, knife in my hand, watching, waiting, listening. Morning finally came, slow and gray. I packed my stuff fast, didn't even look at the bed, didn't care. As I was leaving, I stopped at the office. That old man was still there, same position, didn't move. I dropped the key, looked at him. "Someone broke into my room last night." He slowly looked up, for the first time, and smiled. "Room 17, he said. My stomach dropped. "Yeah." He nodded, like it wasn't new, like it happened before. Then he said, "Should have locked the window." I didn't say anything. I just walked out, got in my car, and left.